It is 5:15 p.m. on a Tuesday. You are sitting in dead-stopped, bumper-to-bumper traffic on a massive, 6-lane interstate highway. Suddenly, the sky flashes. Every dashboard on the highway goes black simultaneously. Your engine dies. The radio cuts to static. Your normalcy bias immediately kicks in. You assume it is a blown alternator or a temporary mechanical failure. You sit in your leather seat, roll down the window, and wait for a tow truck or the police to arrive and clear the jam. You are making a fatal tactical error. You are no longer sitting in a commuter vehicle. You are sitting in a highly visible, static steel coffin. And the asphalt beneath you is about to become a war zone. When a catastrophic EMP or a total grid collapse strikes, the modern highway system instantly transforms from a vein of transportation into a 500-mile parking lot. Every modern vehicle is governed by complex microprocessors. When those circuits fry, the momentum of the city permanently stops. The highway ceases to be a road. It becomes a barricade of 2-ton metal barricades, trapping thousands of confused, desperate people. The golden rule of SHTF urban survival is kinetic momentum. A static target is a dead target. But because your car feels like an extension of your home, your brain will beg you to stay inside it. It has locks. It has comfortable seats. It feels safe. This is a deadly psychological trap. In a grid-down environment, your car is nothing more than an indefensible glass box. It offers absolutely zero ballistic protection. Hollywood tells you to hide behind your car door in a firefight. In reality, a standard 9mm round will punch through your car door, travel through the cabin, and exit the other side with enough kinetic energy to kill. Furthermore, to the desperate, panicking mobs forming on the asphalt, your vehicle isn't just a car. It is a localized supply drop. It is a treasure chest containing a heavy-duty battery, copper wiring, a first aid kit, and whatever survival supplies you have stored in your trunk. Within the first 3 hours of a collapse, the fuel scavengers will emerge. Desperate people will begin moving aggressively from car to car, smashing gas caps and siphoning fuel. If you are sitting in your driver's seat when a mob of panicked scavengers decides they want the gasoline in your tank, your locked doors will not save you. They will shatter your windows and violently drag you onto the pavement. As the sun begins to set, the amateur prepper makes the ultimate, fatal mistake. They decide to lock their doors, recline their seat, and sleep in the car, foolishly waiting for the National Guard to arrive in the morning. Do not sleep in the vehicle. As night falls, the thermal trap closes in. A car has zero insulation. Without the engine running the heater, the temperature inside that steel box will drop to match the freezing outside air in less than 2 hours. But hypothermia is the least of your worries. Under the cover of darkness, organized predators will begin walking the miles of dead cars. They are not looking for survivors. They are hunting for resources. A person sleeping in the front seat of a disabled vehicle is a stationary, helpless target. You become a loot piñata. You will wake up to the sound of your windshield caving in, completely blinded by flashlights, trapped in a seatbelt, with absolutely zero avenues of escape. You cannot stay with the vehicle. You must execute a kinetic extraction on foot. But timing is the difference between life and death. You have a golden window of exactly 60 to 90 minutes after the grid drops. This is the confusion phase. During this first hour, the crowd is still heavily crippled by normalcy bias. They are staring blankly at their dead cell phones. They are wandering between cars, asking questions. They have not yet realized that the lights are never coming back on. You must ruthlessly exploit this confusion. You must prep your extraction before the panic phase begins. But you cannot simply step out of your car and announce that you are a survivor. If you step onto the highway wearing camouflage pants, a heavy tactical plate carrier, and carrying a visibly packed bug-out bag, you instantly become the primary threat to the mob and their primary target. You have broadcasted that you have exactly what they need to survive. You must execute the gray man mechanic. Inside the concealment of your car, you transition. You wear muted, unremarkable earth tones. You hide your expensive tactical gear inside a cheap, generic, dirty gym bag. You completely conceal your primary defense tools. When you open your car door, you must look like just another confused, miserable commuter making the tragic decision to walk to the next exit. Before you leave, you lock the doors. You leave a useless item, like an old jacket or a blank notebook, visible on the passenger seat. This creates a decoy. When scavengers look inside, they will waste time breaking in to steal garbage, buying you critical distance. The moment your feet hit the asphalt, you do not walk down the center of the highway. The interstate is a massive, exposed, fatal funnel. It is a linear trap with zero cover. You must immediately break the geometry of the road. You move to the tree line or the drainage ditch. You parallel the highway, using the chaotic mass of dead cars and the deep shadows as a visual buffer between you and the unpredictable crowd. You maintain total acoustic silence. You leave the steel coffin behind, and you begin the brutal, invisible walk home through a collapsed city. Your vehicle is a tool of momentum, not a fortress. When the engine dies, the vehicle becomes a liability. Overcome the normalcy bias. Abandon the glass box. Exploit the golden window. Master the gray man. Don't be a target,